The next morning, after an incredible night, I headed to nearby Wilmington to meet up with the family's longtime friend and chef, Joseph Cerquera, co-owner of Rocco's Restaurant and Bar. He couldn't have been more gracious. He gave me a quick tour, and we sat down to enjoy a delicious lunch. We had a long, delightful day ahead.
When you have Rocco's, you have to have lunch.
Exactly. Lunch with the owner and the chef?
A lunch.
Who can say no? Thank you, sir. That's awesome. Thank you. So Portugal's where you're from?
Yes. I was born and raised in Portugal. And very young, I ended up in France. So I worked in the restaurant industry in France for a short time. Then later on, I ended up in South America. So I also in the restaurant business. And on my way to Australia, 39 years ago, I stopped here to visit my family and never left.
Really? Oh, wow.
You know?
So the places you've left, does that influence your cooking?
Yes.
That you've lived?
Yes. And, I love it here. I mean, it's my country. Salud.
Salud. Is to cooking with you
A nossa.
in the home and your restaurant and continuing everything you're doing.
Thank you. No, it was pretty good.
After lunch, Chef Joe and I met up again, this time in Fall River, Mass, to visit his go-to shop for Portuguese food and beverages, Portugalia Marketplace. He introduced me to Mike, the owner and manager. We all sat down to enjoy an espresso, while Mike shared the story of this family business set in an old textile mill. What an amazing selection of wine, charcuterie, cheese, tinned fish, olive oil, you name it. I felt like I had been completely transported. So thank you for the espresso.
No problem, my pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, really nice to meet you. And so there's some family history. Joe says there's family history
Correct.
here. Yeah, tell me about it.
My father started the business in 1988 in a three-car garage 5 blocks from this current location.
Okay, a garage. Stop right there.
Yeah.
Okay, was it your own home garage or just a garage?
It was our home garage. It was a tenement home. We lived in one of the floors, and he had started a little business in the backyard importing food from Portugal.
Really? Now, so you still had family and friends in Portugal who were sending over? Is that how it happened?
No, we still had some connections and ties to Portugal, but there being a sizable Portuguese community in this area, my father felt the need to service it. So.
Now, is it just one, or are you expanding all over the...
So, no,
we're
just one. We have a wholesale business that imports food and distributes. That's how Joe and I have come to know each other, because I've been supplying Joe for as long as he's been in the business, in the Portuguese restaurant business, the business in general.
Oh, this is with your old restaurant?
Since
Correct.
1995, yeah.
Since
Yeah,
95.
he was a baby, but he delivered the product back then. Yeah.
So that's how I got my start as a delivery boy.
Right.
You got to start somewhere.
Yes, well, I think when you're at the top, it's important to have done a lot of the jobs, and then you know them all. Especially, restaurant industry is definitely like that.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, I've been involved in this business since I can remember. I was 11 when my father started, and I can remember at 11, 12, slinging boxes. Yeah. So it's been a long journey, but this was I felt like we could really do something interesting and cool and unique with this space. Being that this town is so well known for its textile heritage and its Portuguese community, this is sort of a mashup of the two.
Yeah, that's really cool. Wow, that is a lot of cod.
We have a lot of bacalhau here.
Thousands and thousands of pounds.
And so this is salted back in Portugal?
So in some cases, Portugal, Norway, and Canada. Those are the three largest markets processing salt cod.
And so what are we doing for the dinner party?
We're going to do a salad with like a ceviche type of style of cod. It's raw. It's called punheta de bacalhau.
Punheta de bacalhau.
Correct.
So this looks like a really beautiful piece.
Wow.
All right, Mike. Thank you very much. It is a good piece. Look at that. Look at the size of this thing.
Yeah.
All right. We're ready. Ready to go.